Alrighty, turn 50, January 25th, 1942. Let's see what kind of damage Lodrik can do to me. Alright, auto flip to one of the last bases in the Philippines. Lots of bases saying they have a ship or two in them. I wonder if they're just there loading the troops back up and so forth. Because sometimes that takes a while from dot bases and ports that had, bases that had like a 0 or level 1 port. Those Marines are getting a lot of work. Alright, night phase is over. And AM air phase. More mass bombings of my Chinese troops. Wow, plastering these guys. Let's see what kind of bad weather he's bombing in. Thunderstorms. And he still, look at that, still does 200 casualties. Came in low and I can't do any damage to him. I bombed him. Come on. Coast Watcher said there was a ship in port there, so I figured I'd try to bomb it. Alright, AM phase is over. That's the PM air phase. Let's see if we got any naval action. Mostly subs, I'm assuming. And then we'll see where he kicks our ass on the ground at. Alright, no naval. Yep, he's gonna definitely whoop these guys' ass. And they retreat backwards into the desert instead of onto a trail or anywhere useful. That just doesn't make any sense. The supply cannot be better there. Probably gonna be kicked out of here too. Nope, we held. Pretty fair, pretty even casualties. Yeah, that crippled, heavily hurt, full strength, full strength. So he has 2 full divisions here. And what? 3 artillery battalions, mortar battalion, 2 artillery regiments. Alright, coming at Suva again. His 200 against my, what, 40? Oh, that naval guard right there, the 53rd, is combat ineffective now. I think we might hold. I don't remember what the forts are, so that'll probably make the difference. No, we're probably not gonna hold. Oh no, we did. 1-1. He wiped out my forts. 700 casualties for him, 270 for us. Waste of a bombardment there. I think he's just trying to pin my troops down. I should probably move them. He'll capture Nanumia, Tofua. He'll probably capture Zamboanga. No, he did not. He inflicted more losses on us, though, but... Alright, that's the turn. Build some bases and do some production. When it's done, I'll pause the video, do some saves, grab some intel, come back, and we'll go through the brief AAR. Alrighty, another slow turn in the war. Let's go ahead and look at some stats here. Point-wise, Japan went up 79 points. We went up 4. Looks like we lost no aircraft. Japan lost 3 to ops. Let's go take a look. 2 Anns, 1 Sally. Incoming air groups for us. One day we get float planes on a light cruiser and a unit of Hudson down in Melbourne. Good, we can use some more bombers down there. Next big thing, we not really new aircraft, we just moved these down. A bunch of these Hurricanes out of Karachi. They arrived by ship from Aden, and they're heading to Calcutta. There they will repair up, and then we will move them maybe farther south, or it depends on where the front line is for combat duty. One ship was sunk this turn, a sub that was heavily damaged in Manila Harbor there. Been slowly creeping, but finally gave way to all the flotation damage, so she sunk. Japan did not lose any. We're still only showing 4 Japanese ships sunk, although I think this total is at 6 or 7 now. That wrong one. Incoming ships for us, 44 days to the Hornet. We got a bunch of ships coming though. Light cruiser next turn. Then a couple days, a nice tanker coming in 3 days. Battleship coming in 5. Then I think a week after that battleship, 11 days, we get a British battleship. And then, 18 to 20 days, we get 2 more British battleships. So we have a lot of warships coming. So we got to start being able to get those to the front lines. Once we get enough fuel and supplies up there, we might be able to start actually doing limited offensive operations. But that's going to rely on getting some bases towards the front and getting enough fuel and supplies forward. On the ground, we got 3 days till we get, it looks like an air headquarters, and then the Chinese Corps come back, and then we get a couple base forces. Nothing really big. We got an Indian division coming in 6 days. I'm not sure how well that's going to actually, it's going to come in like about what's that, 3/5 ready to go. Then we really don't get anything for a while. 14 days, another Chinese Corps coming in. Another one in 16. Yeah, so we got a couple weeks before we get any real combat units. We already have some being moved, but we just got to wait for more to arrive and for the ones to get to anywhere near the front, because it takes forever. I'm just finally realizing how long it actually takes to ship anything from the West Coast to like New Zealand or Australia or anywhere useful. It takes a while. I don't believe, nope, we got one new base force destroyed. Scroll down here, see what all we got. Let's see. No, I'm not going to do that. Some of these I'm going to wait to next month for some of these Australian units, just because my replacement rates for Australian units, for Australian troops, more than doubles. It goes up to like 50 in February. It's at like 10 or 11 now. So I'll wait till then to buy some of these units back. Oh, that's an RAF. Yeah, we'll buy him back. All right. Then no reason to go into industry because it doesn't ever change. Let's go ahead and do combat reporter here just so we can take a look at our signal intelligence. Okay, radio, we picked up Ubon, Bacolod, Tarakan, Manila, Shanghai, Kagoshima. Okay, that's a convoy coming out of Shaikuka carrying oil. And Saipan. First 19th Independent Engineering Regiment loaded on AK going to Miri. Bunch of small units, but we've been located. Nothing really big has shown up on this yet. 40,000 men at Changchun, no surprise. And they're planning on taking Changsha, huh? I got what I got. I'm not sure I can hold it. So let's go ahead and close that. We'll go over there and look at Changsha. Look how bad we are in China. And right there, we got level 5 forts. We got 1,800 assault value of troops. So nothing great. But we got what we got, kind of. And I don't have many replacements to send. What I think he's going to do is either come across here. That's what my guess is. He's going to come across here, take Xiangtan, and then maybe move up here, cut it off, and then try to take Changsha. But to be honest, that's a shock attack. He might be coming in from here, but I think he needs to take Kukong first, and he can bring all these troops up and join in the fight. And I really don't have a whole lot of troops here in the south to stop him. I've been trying to cut these guys down to just, thirds of cores here to try to defend. I got a bunch of troops here. Only 500 assault value though, so it's not really. It looks like a bunch, but it's really not. But he owns Quilin, so it's kind of hard. So I don't know. He might come up here and come across and attack back from back here. So, but we won't know until it happens. India looks fine. Burma, he's still moving forward. I'm occasionally bombing some of these troops while they're in the open. Just because I feel I want to do something. Malaya's gone. Sumatra's not touched. Java's not touched. Borneo, same story. It's the northeast corner is gone. Philippines is all but. I mean, it's all over except for my troops at Malay. Although we only got 3,600 supplies here, so probably won't last that long. Celebes is fine, other than Menando and the DEI area is still untouched. He's still showing a bunch of task forces. I don't know what he's doing. If these might be like a destroyer or a sub chaser, some kind of combat ship, just to make sure I don't do anything with it. I'm not sure what's going on there while he waits for troops. Australia got a few trailers coming across around the northwest corner of Oz, coming down here to Perth. I got a bunch of ships heading off map. That'll just keep on slowly increasing as I get some fuel in there. Down here, nothing really going on in the south. I am unloading some convoys, small ships, and that here at the northern island of New Zealand, dumping off a little bit some fuel and supplies, and then they will head back to the west coast. Over here by Tahiti, I got a little bit of ships unloading supplies at Tahiti. Ships moving up and around. I am moving engineers in that down here, but they are weeks away yet. Maybe not weeks, but it's away. It's a while. Yeah, see, there's a base force going to Tahiti. There's a bunch of aircraft going to Australia. Yeah, I'm just some more guys coming. There's just a long way to haul. For those of you who play the Allies, you understand this. For those of us who play Japan, we don't understand this. If we thought going from Tokyo to Truk or Rabaul, or maybe from Tokyo to Burma was a long ship, oh my goodness. West Coast to New Zealand is forever. I know the Allied ships go faster than the Japanese ships, but it still takes several weeks. Let's see, up the west coast, not what's going on, just supplying the multitude of bases up here. And then over into China, which is a fiasco, to be honest. If he breaks the line here at Changsha and stuff, I mean, I'll fall back to Chai King or something. But if he takes this is one of the signs of being dead. I mean, if he takes here, I'm going to retreat out of these bases. I'm going to start thinking, at that point, I'll start thinking about evacuating China into Burma, or at least up until the mountains here. because the plains you really can't hold. I mean, it's clear terrain. Yeah, you could put it. You could stack Chungking with 200,000 men, but how you gonna feed them? But yeah, China. I mean, China is not looking great. It could be much worse, but I have a feeling it's gonna be worse before it gets any better. My plan here is just to hold as long as I can. If I can make it till like late 42, that might blunt a lot of his offensive actions here. I need to get some damn DC-2s or DC-3s, whatever the air transport aircraft are, so I can start flying supplies into China. But as of right now, I think I have 1 or 2 units. I think one has like 10 and one has like 2. So I have no available aircraft. So I don't know when that increases. It's just everything's so new to me here. Would not be surprised if I lose all of China, and unfortunately, I'll probably lose most of the troops because they won't have anywhere to go. Unless I do, the long trek through the snowy mountains up to Lido, and even then, I don't know if I'll have these bases by then. It's all unknown. It's all new. But hope you've enjoyed watching the turn with me. Please go ahead and click on the like button. If you're following this campaign or my one against Helson and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that button. Come on. Heck, one of my subscribers says he has 500. He subscribes to 500 channels. How many do you have? It doesn't cost you nothing. Just go ahead and subscribe. But until the next turn, you guys all have a great day, and I'll see you later.